It's Anna, also known as That Star Wars Girl, and today I'm going to be doing a reaction review to the Man in the High Castle Season 4 promo. Tulip is here right now. She's getting a little, antsy. I think it's because she's got to go to the bathroom, so hopefully she doesn't do that on me again, because she did pee on me in a live stream. That was not fun, but you guys had a fun time. But anyway, okay, so she needs to go. But I had her here just because everyone requested Tulip come on another one of my videos. So there was Tulip. She is gone now, gonna go do her business. So if you haven't seen this show yet, I would highly recommend watching it. I found the show on accident, but it has become one of my favorite shows on TV right now, and it's like Game of Thrones and this. It's like I binge it and it's so good. Now, I'm a huge history buff and huge sci-fi buff, so this show has, all of that, plus amazing actors. And the reason why I accidentally found the show was because my favorite actor that's currently living right now is in it, and that actor is Rufus Sewell. And I grew up watching, movies with my family, and one of the few movies that we all unanimously loved was A Knight's Tale. And, I mean, you can argue that it's not historically accurate. That's fine. It didn't bother us. We would go to Ren fairs, and so that reminded us of Ren fairs. And we all just loved this movie. It's such a good movie, and it makes you, stand behind Heath Ledger. It's like, yeah, you're rooting for the hero, but then you have his counterpart, which is the character that Rufus plays. And he is such a good villain, but he's such a bad guy that it's like, you hate him. Like, there's few times when I'm watching movies when I'm just like, I really hate this person. Like, I hope bad things happen to this character because he is such a bad person. And I would argue that the newest, form of this character that you see him and they're just a dick because they can be, and it makes me think a lot about Joffrey and how those characters, Tulip's back, how much they're so alike. But then I watched another movie with my family because this is back when Blockbuster still existed and we would go rent movies together, and so we rented Tristan and Isolde. And I wasn't expecting Rufus to be in it, but he was, and he was a good guy. And I remember all of us are sitting there as a family watching this movie, and we're like, it's that guy! It's that guy from A Knight's Tale! Oh, we hate him! But because he's a good guy in that movie, we're all like, dang it! I want to hate this guy, but he's such a good character. Like, he's such a good guy. And, Tulip, what are you doing? Okay, she's doing something. But it's like, you don't want James Franco to betray him because they're both good characters. Like, oh my gosh, no! Don't betray him! He's like your dad! He's such a good character! And so I realized, I'm like, wow, this guy's a really good actor, because very few people can make me say, wow, I hate that person, like, passionately hate this person. And then the exact opposite in another film where it's like, wow, what a good guy. And I mean, he's in another one of my favorite movies, which is The Holiday. I don't know if you guys watch it. It's with Kate Winslet and Cameron Diaz and him as well. But I remember that was mine and my mom's favorite, Christmas movie to watch together. And we're like, wow, like, it's like a family thing. Like, my entire family, we all really like this actor because we've, grown up all together watching him in all these movies. And we're like, whatever part he plays, he's so good at that character. And a lot of actors nowadays, it's like, I talked about this on the live stream, like Jennifer Lawrence. It's like, okay, you put her in a different outfit, her hair is slightly different, she says the lines, but at the end of the day, it's Jennifer Lawrence. Like, it doesn't make me feel different. I don't feel any different when she plays a different character. But when you have this guy, it's like, it's funny because all of us as a family, we don't really get along when it comes to, movies. My sisters like their own stuff. I like my own stuff. Well, me and my dad have a very similar thing, but then my mom likes her own stuff. So we're all very different on our tastes. But the one thing that we all agree on, we're like, oh yeah, it's like that actor. It's like one of those inside family things. So I was, just stumbling on IMDb, and I, came across, the Man in the High Castle, what's that? And so I clicked on it, and it was, the show, and it showed that he was, one of the main actors. Like, what? Oh, cool. And I remember I sent a screenshot in my family text. I was like, hey, look, this guy's in another show. So it's one of those things that it's like, very involved in my family. So I started watching the show, and I was like, whoa, this is so good. And so then I texted everyone in my family to watch it. Of course, none of them have yet. My dad tried, but he accidentally started watching season 3. And he's like, I don't understand this. I was like, Dad, you have to start at the beginning. But it's a really, really good show. So if you haven't watched it, I'd highly recommend to watch it first before watching this video, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be spoilers in this promo, just because a lot happened in season 3, and since this is going to season 4, I'm pretty sure it's going to show stuff from that. I mean, if you watch it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't, you have no idea and you're going to be completely confused. But, I'm so excited. I wish Tulip were here, but she wants to go do her own thing right now. She's chewing up Elmo inside. So, everyone, without further ado, let's check this out. And I know this was kind of a long intro, but I wanted to kind of explain why before. That makes sense? Alright, let's do this. Alright everyone, I have this trailer pulled up, so let's check this out. Again, Tulip is getting kind of squirmy, so I don't know how long she's going to last through this video, but let's check this out. Alright. Okay. So right where we left off. Okay.
I've got fighters.
Yes!
Waiting to be activated.
Alright. I like that guy. I hope he doesn't die. Oh! There he is! Rufus! No! Oh my gosh. It's coming to us. What the heck?
You don't have to face anything alone.
Oh my god, what is her What? What? No! Is he nice in the other universe? Oh my god, the final season! No! This can't be the end! Oh, shush. Okay, let's go back through this one more time. Okay. Okay, so we saw that already in the last season. We learned... So in the last season, just to do a recap, if you watch the show, if you haven't watched the show, don't listen to me, because you're going to get spoiled. And apparently now there's only going to be 4 seasons, which I'm not happy about at all. Okay, so they found out at the end of season 3 that you can only travel through universes as if your counterpart in that universe is not alive anymore. So that way there's a slot open for you in that universe. So we know Juliana went to the parallel universe where her sister was, the sister that had came back into their universe. Okay, I know. Okay, you're going to go down. Tulip doesn't want to be in this video anymore, so it's okay, Tulip. She hasn't watched the show yet. She hasn't had spoilers. That's why. But, so Juliana was able to travel to this other universe, and so Open Gotham Führer is... I guess, because that was like, he was about to get her to like stop her from transporting, but then she did. And so I guess he's not with the Nazis in that universe. Maybe the Nazis don't exist. I can't remember too much of her and her sister's conversation because I watched it a while ago. But if he's good in that other universe, oh, this is just going to show like another level of his acting abilities.
You don't have to face anything alone.
I don't want this show to end. He looks so nice. He's such a good actor. Oh my gosh. My heart. I don't want this show to end. Game of Thrones is ending. This is ending. I can't deal with this. I can't. Why are they doing this to me? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I'm really not happy that this is the last season, but it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. If you haven't watched this show yet, go watch it. It is on Amazon Prime. It's an amazing show. Like I said, I stumbled upon it because my favorite actor was in it, and it just not even him. Everyone in this show is just, the acting is just so on point. The story is, and there is a book. If you want to go read the book, go ahead and check that out. But it's just, I wasn't expecting to like this show as much as I do, and so it's kind of sad that it's going to be ending, but it looks so epic, and I know there's only so much that they could do with this, but I mean, you can even branch out and just explain, you know, the differences in, like, the parallel universes and show the characters, like, kind of like the Trade Minister. If you guys watch the show, he's, so... For those of you that didn't watch this show and just watch this video instead, in this universe, America and the Allies did not win World War II. The Nazis and the Japanese won, and so the world is controlled by them, and the United States is split. So the Rocky Mountains to the west coast is owned by the Japanese, and the Japanese run it, so, you know, the currency is in yen, everything is in Japanese, and they kind of look down on you if you're not Japanese because you're not, you know, from Japan. So they don't like you. And then the Nazis have the East Coast. And so, Tulip, what are you doing? I'm sorry, my dog decided to she found a giant bag and decided to drag it. What are you doing? So, the Nazis own the East Coast and everything to the Rocky Mountains. And so there's this man who is the man in the high castle, and so he is using war films that are from our universe, showing us winning World War II, because he is able to, I don't know if he himself is the one that's traveling through time, because, okay, fine. Because we haven't, I don't remember if they talked about that or not, just because it's been so long since I watched those episodes. Since it's on Prime, you know, they all come out at once and you kind of just binge it. So he gets all these videos from different universes showing us beating the Nazis. But there's people, you know, reoccurring characters, which are the main characters in this show. And so it's these war films that are inspiring people, like, look at what could be. Like, look, we don't have to be oppressed like this. We could have won World War II. We don't have to be like this. And because of, you know, us not winning, all those advances in technology that we made don't exist anymore. So everything's kind of stuck in time. And so you look at it and it's like, wow, this is like, you know, not even the 50s. It looks like the 40s, because that's the time that they're stuck in. And just, there's a lot of, you know, conspiracy theories and, you know, people trying to like sneak around and try to get these things. So there's the main characters that are against the Nazis and the Japanese, and then there's this one guy who's really high up in, you know, the Japanese chain of command, the trade minister, who is very spiritual, and he is able to transport to, you know, other universes because his counterpart in those other universes is no longer alive. And so I would say that the three main characters are, you know, the trade minister, Juliana, and then John Smith, who is my favorite actor, Rufus Sewell, and he's, you know, the big head of the Nazi guys. But he didn't get there. He's an American, and so he switched sides, and then all this dynamic. But it's also him, you know, dealing with stuff that's going on with his family and dealing with all these conspiracy theories. And even though he's like the bad guy, it's like, it's hard to hate him because you understand. Tulip, what are you doing? Okay, she found Elmo. She's gonna chew up Elmo. But you understand his goals. Like, he's trying to be the leader so he can protect his family. And it's so good. And it just, if you haven't already watched this show, I would highly recommend to going and watching it. Apparently you're only gonna see 4 seasons, which I'm not happy about, like I've said like a million times in this video. But I'm really looking forward to this. It's gonna be something that's really good, and it's not touched by any of those stupid, you know, SJW or politics that's been going on in all the videos I've been doing previously. This show, like, all the characters stand on their own. They're all strong people because they live in a time where if you're not strong, you are going to die. And you see that happen. It's a very intense show. So just take that and yeah, alright. Everyone, that's so good. Alright everyone, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, that's okay. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can see other videos like this. I haven't been feeling too good lately, which is why I haven't put out very much content. I was doing a live stream the other day and I almost threw up on camera because, you know, my tummy is not feeling very well. Like, I have this head cold. So I apologize for the lack of content. But if you do want to get notifications when I do put stuff out, make sure you have that little bell clicked. And everyone, have a great rest of your day. And may the force be with you, because we are really going to need it. Hey everyone, after being asked for months now, I finally got a P.O. box. So if you want to send me some mail, go ahead and send it to Anna, that Star Wars girl, or TSWG for short, at P.O. Box number 28171, Santa Ana, California, 927998171. Thank you. Have a great day, guys.